Good morning. I want to process my thoughts with you. So that's what I'll do. Yesterday was really hard. It was really hard. I woke up not feeling so well emotionally. And it ended up in a breakdown. I was speaking with a spirit, and she explained to me how I've had these moments throughout my life where, how do I say this? Where I have been standing. I don't know how to explain it. I guess pivotal moments in my life that mark a before and after. That is a way to explain it, I guess. That's one way to say it. And it's like emotional moments that you never forget because of how intense they were. Like, yesterday felt okay. Yeah, this is the repetitive factor, the pattern in all of them, that it's almost like I have to decide whether I want to stay or I want to go from this life. And this time was intense because the same spirit that came through and asked me 5 years ago the same question, like, do you want to stay? She came back here, and my reaction was so interesting. It was a little bit like I was watching myself. I was interacting, but at the same time, it felt a little like I was watching myself. And my reaction was, you know who I am. I kept telling her, you know who I am. Almost like I couldn't answer the question. My hand, you can't see my hand gestures. My reaction was one of, how dare you ask me that? Like, I can't give you straight answer right now. But the only thing I could tell her was, you know who I am. But I was saying it with anger and disbelief, almost like, you know who I am. Do not ask me that question. You know what I want. You know how strong I am. So, yeah, that was the main feeling of like, you know how strong I am. Why are you asking me this? You know how much I can take. Why are you asking me this? I am pampering myself now. Last night was tough. Like, what's the point going into details if I can't remember them? Or it's hard to say. But now I'm massaging my feet. Ugh, it was so hard to get out of that. I opened YouTube and this video, I clicked on this video of this girl. It was a short. And for moments like this ones, I feel like I connect with her. Like, she understands what it is I'm going through. But the short, what she was saying was, basically that the energy's a little wonky right now. And that to remember that I'm just a shower and a comfortable piece of clothing away from feeling loved again, feeling okay again. and that meant something to me. I think I watched it twice, and I cried and cried and cried against the pillow. It was kind of like it was harsh. I mean, like, not being able to control your body all that well. Like, I was crying, and my mouth was half open, and just drool was coming out of my mouth as I was crying against the pillow. I mean, against the comforter. And yeah, it was harsh. I threw my phone for a moment. The main trigger, I have a knot on my foot. The main trigger was loneliness. Was feeling misunderstood. Feeling like I needed to perform for people constantly. Like I'm always making someone mad, or I'm always doing the wrong thing, or being inadequate. That is what created all that pain. I have been crying on and off the whole day. Then it got worse as the night does. The night has a way of getting all the truth out. And this thought, or this knowing, crept in as everything was going on, but like very silently. Just like almost like politely putting it in there, because if you were to come in all like high and mighty, this is the truth, I would have told it to fuck off. Stop lying to my face. But, sorry I'm not looking at you. I started going that spiel, and now I'm trying to remember what was the thing. Maybe if I lower it a little bit and go backwards. I forgot. My altar is looking sad. It's not really an altar, but it is. It is like what I look at when I'm meditating. But I moved everything around. Because I have my products, like beauty products, on the stand with the altar, and I did not like that. So I think I'm gonna put my books, like mine, because I have a bunch that aren't mine, on here. Just things. You can see the gifts behind me. I was wrapping before everything went down. Also, like, feeling like I have no control over my life. Like everybody else has control over my life. Was part of the triggers. I asked my dad for that money, and he was fine in giving it to me, but still, that was hard. I'm not gonna say much. I just wanna hang out. I have a feeling we might do a lot of these through time. I have a feeling, okay? Don't take my word for it, but I have a feeling. I'm also trying not to change myself. From a similar spirit, if not the same, I heard. Like, let's try something. Try not to change yourself today. And for my self-conscious, the insecure voice in my head, and anyone else that might think the same, I haven't been able to keep a job for a while now. I mean, I have worked for long periods of time, but the more I come close to who I really am, the capability to put my heart aside when it comes to working becomes harder and harder. So I'm massaging my feet, by the way. So yeah, part of me feels like you are not independent and you haven't acquired anything in this life. But that's not true. That's not true at all. Struggle to believe it. Maybe I'll believe it soon. Maybe I can believe it now. That would be nice. I mean, it's not a matter of belief, just a matter of looking at things objectively. Really. I have always been a little troubled. And as I got older, I mean, from childhood to teenage years and then adulthood, which I feel actually adulthood starts at 25. Now being 25, I feel like adulthood has now started. Now I feel like a human. Before I was just a blauwach. That's what I was, a blauwach. Maybe I say that because I am, I was, okay? I was a blauwach. I was that person. But what I'm trying to say is that I have devoted my life to growing, to bettering my soul, to paying attention to my triggers, and maybe they have just been too many layers, and I see so many creators in YouTube that are doing well. And like the most simple videos. I don't mean like creators that are out there doing the most. I mean like basic edits, if there is an edit. And just like talking to the camera videos, tarot videos, things about what you have learned kind of videos. And they're doing well. And they have something to show for their efforts. And I have been doing this for a long time. And because I didn't receive any how do you say this? I just got an idea on how I want to call this. The path of the heart. The path of the heart. What I'm trying to say is they have something to show for their efforts. I have been doing this for a while. Changed channels several times. Maybe it's my fault, but I don't have anything to show for my efforts. And I don't know if even I understand how hard, but like genuinely hard work I've done to become who I am. I've worked so hard, but so hard. And the only thing I have to show for it is my own word, my own character. And I'm still not perfect. I'm gonna put lotion on my legs now. was just thinking, like, maybe what I want to work as is just be a good old YouTuber. Maybe have a little clothing line. Nothing crazy. And like, maybe that is my calling. Maybe my what to expect video will become true. You know, that was a tarot reading on what to expect work-wise. You know, another thing. How did I say I want? The path of the heart. Massaging my hands now. That feels good. Is it true that when you do these things for yourself, you might find someone else to do them for you? Someone that you want them to do them, not just whoever. I mean, I'm not keen on, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm not keen on a relationship, but I know that's so true. Just not keen on losing myself. That's what I'm not keen on. That I do not want, but it is nice to build life with someone. At the same time, it's like, I don't know. If I ever date again, this person's gonna be my friend for a long time, because I have much more to explore and figure out. And I don't want that love to be conditional to, like, okay, if we're having sex, we need to be, like, exclusive. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that I don't want conditions. I'm tired of conditions. To be loved. I'm used to them, but that does not mean I want them anymore. You have been watching this video. Did I already put on deodorant? I think I did. I think I'm putting it on again. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. That deodorant is a light one. Well, that's it, guys. That's all I've got for you today. If you want to support me, best thing that you can do is like the video. And if you're feeling frisky, you can comment. Let's put on some lip balm and call it a day. I've changed my whole setup, and I don't know if this was the best idea, because now everything is far away from me. Far away from me. Far away from me. It's so far away from me. Have I found what I'm looking for? Do you hear that voice? My raspy voice. I'm crying so much. I can't. Oh, found it. Found it. I did a little ritual. This is out in the shower with honey and salt. And I cleansed all the energetic points in my body. So cleared, like my nose, my throat was all, I had shit in there. Wow. See you later, really good.